pretty good victory in terms of finding a way to tie it up. It seemed like there was not much going on until you found a way, and Andy's goal was, can you just talk about that play, because it seems like that was a pretty highlight goal.
Yeah, he makes a good play, and he finds a way to get in the back of the net and actually give the 5,000 plus something to get excited about. Because, as you saw, I think when you've got both teams that are under right around 20 shots, not a lot of power plays, they score right away, take a little bit of the air out of the building, and he pumped it back in. I thought it was a great individual play by him.
Did that goal, do you think it was just an emotional lift, or just because the game was back to a tie game that things opened up a little bit for you and you were able to, generate some more offense after that?
You know what? I just think whenever and if you look at the history of us playing Bemidji, there's just not a lot of easy ice, and tonight was no different. So you've got teams playing a little bit of chess, and we move one way, they move another, and for him to be able to get in and I love seeing a guy that gets injected back into the lineup, to have the confidence to go make a play, and he did. He snaps it out wide. He drives the net. He gets rewarded for it. And I think he, from the time that he was out of the lineup, he, day in and day out, has been grinding to a point of saying, what about me? Where's my ice time? I need to get back in the lineup, and honestly forced my hand, because I thought he was practicing that well and doing it every day, and he went out and got us back to even.
Coach, for a game that didn't have a whole lot of scoring or shots through the first couple of periods, there was that back and forth there at the third. You guys took the lead 3-1. They came back, cut it to a one-goal game. What did you guys do well, down the stretch after that to keep them from getting another one when they were kind of pushing there towards the end?
Well, I thought, even when they had the amount of in-zone time that they had, possession, I thought we did a good job at defending inside the dots. They didn't get a lot of clean looks from inside the dots. Second and third opportunities, I thought our sticks were pretty good. And then our goalie was good when he needed to be. So, anytime team decides to pull a goalie with that much time left, it's not the proverbial 30 seconds, get it out once, and the game's over. We had to earn that one. We had a couple of cracks at an empty net. Didn't find it, but I just like the way the guys stuck with it.
On your power play goal, clearly with the guys that you have being out, you've had to shuffle up the way you put your power play together. It seemed like they were able to, you only had the one, but you're able to move the puck pretty well. I guess technically it wasn't a power play goal, I should say, but it came at the end of one. But just the way they were able to move the puck around on that, and did they look comfortable to you without having Mark or Jake out there?
Well, the one thing about Bemidji, they're as good as anybody in the country at killing penalties. And so if you get a look, it might not be a pretty one. And what I mean by that is Parker Toomey competed to make sure that puck stayed alive. And then I thought the skill play was two-sided. I thought Sauter, instead of just getting it to the net, showed poise, found Smith, and then Smith didn't. A lot of guys will have an itchy trigger finger right then and just try and get rid of it. And I thought he showed a real poised play to get around it a little bit and put some heat on it. So I thought it was a really good play all around. But Parker should deserve a lot of the credit for keeping that puck alive and allow us to stay in zone.
It seemed like he had a pretty good game in general, Parker. Just a couple plays that he made, a couple saves that Driscoll made on him that might have made a difference in the way the game was going too.
Yeah, you know what? Parker's got a high threshold for what his expectations are out of himself. You see him in the locker room right now, and we just won a game. I thought he played a pretty good game. He had some things that he'd like to take back. They end up giving up a goal, the defenseman that shot a puck out of by him. I think he's wearing that a little bit, and you like seeing that out of a senior because he's competitive on both ends. So it wasn't just an offensive piece from him tonight. We're going to need that again tomorrow.